The Union of European Football Associations represents the national football, what Americans call soccer, associations of Europe. It runs national and club competitions and controls prize money, regulations, and media rights to these competitions. Likewise, the National Basketball Association, National Football League, and other professional associations set guidelines for competition. Owners of individual teams have autonomy about buying, managing, and selling their teams, but the association ensures that the leagues are effective. Shopping malls. In this physical arrangement, the individual store owners buy, manage, and sell their spaces, but the overall mall management sets guidelines that govern how the mall operates. And private equity. Since around 2004, the number of publicly traded firms in the United States has declined by about 50%, partly because of the rise of private equity firms. These firms create a fund, acquire companies, and set about to transform them. The acquired companies remain independent, but draw on financial, strategic, and organizational support from the private equity partners to better manage their business. In each of these cases, condos, sports associations, malls, and private equity firms, the bigger organization manages the independent units while offering oversight and resources that make the whole more valuable than the individual parts. A condo is worth more if the condo building is well maintained. The individual sports teams gain value through wise association governance. Well-managed malls attract more customers for individual store owners. Acquired companies who avail themselves of the financial, strategic, and organizational support of the private equity partners become more successful. This chapter focuses on how to structure the market-oriented ecosystem through organizational design choices that build the right skeleton to sustain and scale critical ecosystem capabilities. Too often, organizational reinvention starts here, with a focus on organization morphology. An organization changes its form without knowing the environmental context to explain why. Chapter 2, which strategy choices to drive agility. Chapter 3, and whether it has put in place the 4 core ecosystem capabilities. Chapter 4. Without incorporating the insights from these previous chapters, organizational reinvention is a random event, not a sustained pattern. To redesign the organization, we will introduce the 3 building blocks of the market-oriented ecosystem: platform, cells, and allies. We will demonstrate how this new approach reinvents traditional organization design thinking, and then examine how the 8 ecosystems we studied manage each of these design elements. As a leader, you do not need to become an organizational design aficionado, but you should recognize organizational design choices to better deliver the 4 key capabilities of external information, customer, innovation, and agility. A primer on market-oriented organizational design logic and language. Market-oriented ecosystems organize through platforms, cells, and allies to deliver critical capabilities. Platforms. These building blocks provide an ecosystem's various cells with valuable common activities and resources, for example, user traffic, big data, cloud computing, R&D, supply chains, logistics, and customer services to succeed in their respective markets. They enable the cells to focus on their core activities. Platforms are like condo associations, sports leagues, mall management, or private equity groups. They are hubs whose support, resources, and governance make the whole more than the individual part.